All right, third and final video. We are gonna go into the basement. Sephora, pretty kitty. I had to leave her down here because she was following me around and I did not want to trip on her. She's a very sweet kitty. Hello. Oh, I should say I'm super short, but for anybody who's tall, they've got this alert, triangle here. Do not hit your head here while you are coming for a showing. I'm 5'2" and it is never gonna hurt me, but if you're taller than me, it could hurt you. So downstairs we have, really it's mostly unfinished because we don't have a finished floor. This is just the concrete, but if you wanted to lay down a vinyl plank floor, or carpet it or tile it, or just paint the floor, that's totally fine. This would feel a lot more finished with that. So great storage space underneath the basement stairs. The first room that we come across is just being used as a craft room. So there's some shelving, some tables in here. There's no windows for natural light, so this room is pretty dark. There is a large closet there, so there's lots of storage. And then there is that overhead light and a fan. But this is a great size room. Got some big furniture in here. Okay, so while I'm on this side of the house, I am going to show you the utilities next. So we've got two openings. They both go to the same space, but I'll pick door number 2 here on the left. So in the utility room, there's just all kinds of storage space. Nice utility, all tucked onto one side of the house. I love that. It's not common in older homes, but newer homes, they do like to think these things through. So there's a well pump, water softener and filter system. The boiler's right here. You can see that there's a few zones. One is for the domestic hot water. That's what DHW stands for. And then zones 2 and 3 for heat. So you've got that domestic hot water storage tank over here. So this is being heated up by the oil through the boiler and just being stored here. And you can see all that storage space on the other side of the room. All right, so now I'm going to go out through the other door. All right, so this was the first room I showed you there, and now here's the rest of it. So there's another nook here. You could finish building this out into a closet if you wanted. I think that was the original intention of that little bump out. And then you've got a big rec room down here. So whether you want to set it up as another living space or work from home or a game room, be pretty awesome. You've got natural lighting out here because we're looking back to the front of the house where that garden space was. There's that other door that goes outside. So 2 more rooms to show you. Down here, there's just one tiny window. This is not a legal bedroom. I am not calling this a 3-bedroom house, but they do have a bed in here. You do have the access to that doorway right there. So I will say if you needed to have a 3rd bedroom officially, technically you could have legal access to that doorway right here. And then in here, there is a closet. There's not a door on it, but there is a ceiling fan. Okay. A lot of work has gone into kind of the nuts and bolts of this house. Since my clients took over it, there was a lot of electrical work that needed to be done. The electrical panel is hidden here behind this panel. So both the prior owner and the current owner spent a lot of money fixing things that were wrong with the electrical, but I want to point out that everything is now the way it should be. You've got the not only GFI, but these are arc fault breakers that will actually help lower your homeowner's insurance. Make sure that the insurance carrier knows that there's arc fault breakers. So everything's labeled 200 amp service. There's the main switch right there. And then we also have that whole house generator. So this is the Generac switch for that. And then this is labeling what is covered. So in the event of a power outage, what is that going to keep running? All right, then last in here we have the music room. So there are no windows in this room at all. There's also not a closet in here, but they've installed all of these mats that like are cushions for a bed to create some acoustics in here. So obviously that's all removable. I just wanted to forewarn you and tell you that this was all just for sound acoustics. So if you have somebody in the family who likes to rock out on the drums or the guitar or some other loud instrument, this might be the ideal room for them. The shelf will stay along with this built-in kind of work bench area. So if you've got, you know, again, another student or work from home space or some crafting or kind of a workshop space that you're looking for, this would work well for that. All right, that is it here in the basement. So let me just show you, you know, again, this looking out to that front garden and then the front steps. And that is the whole tour.